Hello friends. See, today we are talking about Mysore Nati Koli. The name itself has a different meaning and vibrations. What is this Mysore Nati Koli? Koli is a Kannada verb for a desi bird, Nati Koli. So what is this Mysore Nati Koli and what we do in this farm that we are going to explain on this whole episode. So along with, in association with My Nature India Foundation, we as an organization of August Backyard Chicken under the brand of Mysore Nati Koli, we have been doing this firm for last 10 years. So out of these 10 years, we have learned how to bring into the chicks to the market and to the marketing to the end consumer. So the whole supply chain that we manage here comes from absolutely from the rural village. Our farmers are about 25 farmers go daily in door to door to pick up the eggs, and that we bring it to our hatchery, and through the hatching we incubate it for 21 days. Those 21 days incubated chicks are then supplied to the farmers. So once we supply to the farmers, what is it need to be done, how it is to be taken care, all the services are given free of cost. And the commercial viabilities of this farm and desi birds that I give you in detail. So it takes about 100 to 120 days for these birds to come to a final yield. So since it is purely a desi bird rural egg collection, the duration is long, but the taste and the tenderness of these birds are absolutely amazing. So farmers' viability as a investors and as a farmer to make money, the cost of 1,000 birds for the chicks is about 40,000. That is 40 rupees per chick that we charge. And the feeding, vaccination and immunization, all these put together will take about 1,40,000 to 1,60,000. That is in a span of 4 months. And farmers end wholesale price that is happening is around 200 rupees. So accordingly going to that, you will be able to make about 30 to 60 rupees per kg as a profit per bird. So in a 1,000 batch of flocks, you will be able to make about 30,000 to 60,000 as a profit margins for you. So knowing this, and before doing this, you need to acquire a lot of knowledge, and those knowledge that we have acquired for last 10 years. So I come from actually a MBA graduation, and I have been working for a corporate for 9 years. So my last assignment was as a branch manager with a bank, private bank, and this Mysore Nati Chicken started as a passion, and today it stands as its own brand and a quality of services that we provide. So the demand for the organic meat or desi bird is eventually growing, and the demand for organic meat consumption and health conscious among the people are drastically increasing. So rearing and growing this, being part of this desi bird rearing is really an opportunity for each and everyone. Broiler, layer, everything has a different own market, and so as the desi birds. So desi birds, as I mentioned about the commercial viabilities, if you are able to make, and we are going to launch our services on track, and the complete backend support from egg to the opportunity of selling a meat. So it can be a direct selling to the market, and it can also directly to the traders, the wholesale or the retail. So end to end, complete from the retail to the wholesale, and from the egg procurement to the chicken process to the kitchen. So everything completely organizedly managed. So this Mysore Nati Chicken is a brand that has grown, and in association with My Nature India Foundation, we are encouraging rural entrepreneurship development programs. So we invite a lot of people who definitely want to work among the rural with these entrepreneurship programs. Currently, we are present in Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand, working along with farmers to increase their annual incomes of the farmers. So usually, generally, the tribal people's annual income will be about 30,000 to 50,000 a year. So through rearing these desi birds, they can fetch additional of about 15-20,000 with lower investment. And generally people think to make a big industry of crores and lakhs in these desi birds, which is really impossible. This desi birds rearing is absolutely for a small and a mid segment of farmers. It is best suitable only for them, because if you increase this in lakhs, it is highly impossible for you to market it, and the pricing for this will drastically reduce In that form, it is no point in rearing a desi bird. You can definitely go for a commercial broilers or for the layers. So technically, this is reared under the shed for about 30 days inside, and then it has to be let our bird for the free range, for the natural sun exposure, and for the green feeding, all these things. So only through that you get that natural aroma, and this can either be used for egg productions, or this can also be used for a meat production. So if you're really wanting to look for an opportunity in making a business out of a desi bird, we as a Mysore Natti Koli are always there, and we would like you to spread this across for the farmers, so that even farmers are also can be able to get benefit out of this. Thank you.
Our India is the most resourceful country in the world. Karnataka, being one of the states here, has innumerable rivers flowing around the green serene environment. This is the main reason behind so many tourists and nature lovers to come to the laps of green heaven, Sakleshpura in Hassan district. A part of the scenic beautiful region is Changadihalli. Being born in a family of farmers here, our collective dream is My Nature India.
Okay, see, welcome back again. See, technically speaking, since I mentioned about a desi chicken, you cannot take things for granted in terms of giving them good shelter and in terms of giving them good water and feed. See, you generally have seen the broiler sheds, which will be about of a same structure. So the current structure that you're seeing is about 120 feet of length, which is to the east and west, and 20 feet as a width, which is towards north and south. So this length is always given from south, east to west, is because we do not want the direct sun to be entering into the shed, because birds will get into stress and the yield per bird will be drastically reduced. And width, as you see, we have given a 7 feet height, which is for a reason to have a cross ventilation. Cross ventilation will help us maintain a good air circulation in the farm. And on the day of that you procure chicks from us, the kind of brooding that you are looking at around here is majorly important. This is a major factor which will make a big impact in the first 15 days of the rearing. So initially you need to make a circular brooding area with a zinc sheet or with the cardboard sheets, which is to put about 500 flocks at a size. And as you see, the lights of these bulbs are given 5 feet above the ground level, so that this is given with a 200 watts of bulb, which will give create a heat, sufficient heat for the birds to maintain that to avoid from the cold. So birds are definitely require a sufficient amount of temperature and a humidity in the first 15-20 days, since that will not have developed with the feathers. So accordingly, as the day passes, we will keep expanding the brooding area. So the whole bird was in the different compartments. Now it is 21st day of this for this age of bird, and we have combined that, and we have expanded the area. And feeding and drinking are most important, and vaccination schedules are there. Initially on the 0 day we do certain vaccinations at our hatchery end, and on the 7th day we give them with a B1, which is a eye drops. And 14th day we make with a IBD plus. Again on 21st day you have about Lasota to be made on eye drops. After that, rest everything we through with the drinking water. And in between on the 10th day we make a debecking, that is cutting the beak, because when we are making it as a commercial, each chicks will keep fighting, and we'll have a lot of feather loss, which will be a negative point for us to be marketing on the end. So there are a lot of things, again, anything to be doing as a farming, either it is desi or broiler, one should have a real knowledge about it. One should acquire a real knowledge about it. Only then you can get into it. So those knowledge are provided by us through training programs that we conduct once in a month in our area, either through online or for an offline. But we do not do it with for the farmers of small numbers. If somebody is interested, they can register with us, and we'll inform them on the date of training, and we charge them a nominal charges wherein we can also maintain our expenses. So those trainings are given before you buy a flocks from us, so that you will have a sufficient knowledge. And while you are rearing, we'll also have a phone-in contact, wherein every vaccination or immunizations are advised through our phone calls, through our service executives. And till our chicks purchase to the sale, we are giving them a complete service free of cost. What we charge is only for the chicks. And what you also see is the rice husk which is spread in the floor. The rice husk is given to avoid the direct cold contact from the ground, and also to avoid the moisture that comes from the litter. So the bird's litter is a negative trait to us, and this husk will give us, help us absorb those wet content from the litter and keep the dry area on the surface area. So keeping these chicks under the shed up to 1 month is most important. After 30 days, we definitely recommend these birds to be letting out of the shed for a free gauging. And since it is a desi bird, we recommend them to give with the waste vegetables and greens and sprouts on the free gauging. That will give your bird that natural aroma, and also the birds meat tenderness will increase since the birds eat and also walk around the free range area. So the Mysore Nati chicken, as we are telling, it is a brand that we have created, and it is not any a breed of a bird. The Mysore Nati chicken is a brand that we have created out of our service and out of work in the effort of last 10 years. So as I mentioned, this comes from the rural village, the egg procurements, to the end market. We are connecting those dots.